Hi, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me. Thank you so much for making the environmental intelligence session a part of your ChangeNOW experience. If you could just take your seats, then we can get started. Thank you. Now, the Grand Palais is buzzing, and I want to invite you to enter this space completely and fully ahead of our session. So close your eyes, a few deep breaths, wiggle your toes in your shoes, feel your feet firmly planted on the ground. Excellent. My name is Jonathan Jennings. I am the co-CEO of a planetary health organization called Health in Harmony, and it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker today, my friend and ally in action, Nora Gherbi. Nora is the driving force behind the Environmental Intelligence Project. It's an initiative that bridges indigenous knowledge with modern science and technology. The project links a global network of indigenous leaders to a global network of academics, scientists, and others. And it's not just about reviving ancient practices and cultures. It's about linking indigenous science to modern science, because both of them are necessary to show us the pathway for humanity out of the climate crisis and nature's collapse. Nora's mission is to foster a new generation of stewards of the land. Over the years, my team and I at Health in Harmony have had the privilege of partnering and collaborating with Nora, but also learning from Nora about the urgency that humanity has to center indigenous knowledge in climate action and climate finance. Nora has been an integral part of ChangeNOW since its very beginning in 2017. With her company, Who Cares, she has consistently provided the summit with invaluable insights, editorial, and content on a range of crucial topics. For over 17 years, Nora has navigated the fascinating world of economic diplomacy. Her journey has taken her from the French administration in Canada and the US to a role as chief representative for London in France. A proud Amis indigenous person descended from North Africa, Nora has since the late 1990s immersed herself in the foundational principles of indigenous knowledge from around the world. And these principles, reciprocity, community, circularity, interconnection, and regeneration, they are the building blocks of the Environmental Intelligence Project. With this project, Nora offers us a fresh perspective, one that has the potential to rewrite the rule books of societies and businesses. So please join me in welcoming my friend and one of the originals of ChangeNOW, Nora Gherbi. Rock and roll.
Can you guys hear me? Yes, now you can hear me. Hi, and welcome to this year's ChangeNOW. I'm very happy to be with you today, and I will be sharing with you the very introduction, or a very introduction, to what indigenous knowledge and environmental intelligence can do for our world. The word intelligence finds its roots in the Latin word intelligentsia, meaning the action or faculty of understanding. While artificial intelligence dominates contemporary discourse, we must not neglect the myriads of other forms of intelligence that are overlooked today. Let us not forget the intelligence that has shaped our world and our planet. Intelligence is a multifaceted phenomenon that extends beyond the realm of artificial intelligence. It encompasses the spectrum of abilities from the raw cognitive power of scientific mind to the intuitive wisdom of elders, to the emotional intelligence that guides our social interactions, and the creative genius that fuels art and innovation, just like this space, I mean. This intelligence is not solely individual. It manifests as collective intelligence within the human societies, emerging from interconnectedness, knowledge sharing, and collaborative problem solving. And ChangeNOW, again, is another proof of that. We must also recognize the intelligence inherent in the natural world, evident in the intricate network of ecosystems and the sophisticated survival mechanism of organisms. And finally, the wisdom of our ancestors, passed down through generations in philosophies, traditional knowledge systems, and cultural practices. They all offer invaluable insights into human existence and our place within this larger ecosystem. But we're humans, so sometimes we tend to presumptuously think we know and understand many forms of intelligence. This multiplicity of intelligence encompasses cognitive, emotional, somatic, spiritual, and now even artificial forms. But the ability to navigate and integrate these intelligences will remain a distinctive human superpower. And today, that superpower is directly linked to our capacity to embrace our innate and fundamental environmental intelligence. The numerous expressions of nature have yet to be fully grasped. We still don't know all of the beauty that exists in nature. And these perfect expressions remain the basis of our global human understanding of things. Throughout history, intelligence has been processed mostly through pattern recognition. And most intelligent tests today, or at least in use today, are still based on pattern recognition. And pattern-based identity signatures are very, and actually embedded into the animal kingdom. But how they are recognized is still poorly understood. And although computer algorithm can spot patterns, an algorithm has not been yet developed that outperforms the human mind or nature itself. And that's a fact, or at least not yet. We're not there yet. So becoming self-aware of our connection to nature puts every one of us in reach of discovery and innovation of a new kind. This moment isn't only about AI or algorithms. This moment, I believe, and I know a lot of people believe, is about reclaiming, grasping, and merging the three essential intelligence found and immense knowledge found in nature. So first, by understanding the immense knowledge that we have in nature. The second, by reclaiming the intelligence of our ancestors, indigenous wisdom, and its wide range of ancestral practices. And third, by grasping the wide array of innovation that have been developed at rapid speed in the last 50 years, just so they don't go rogue on us, because it's scary. These are the principles of environmental intelligence. And this combined intelligence can only serve us in the most optimal and optimistic way. So now you might ask, why does it matter? I think it matters because our ecological and technological transitions are intertwined. They're codependent. So when we trace the word the source of a word, it's a beautiful way to start to understanding anew. So what is intelligence? In a culture obsessed by the one form of intelligence, which is everywhere now, I think we have a duty to remember the path of our human and planetary intelligence, our own and that of the planet. We tend to forget. So we are creating solutions, and that's great, new technological solutions, but we should first understand the patterns of nature. This will help us anticipate how each interaction with software will have us evolve. If we fail to fully grasp all the form of intelligence in and around us, we could miss out greatly on grasping the new forms of intelligence that are being born. And we might miss out on certain fundamental dogmas, ideas, and values. I have questions. I have questions for all of us. Why not fully tune in first in the ancestral wireless network of trees before solely focusing on the wireless networks recently developed? That's a legitimate question. I think a lot of us have that question. Intelligence and understanding also invites us to delve into our perception of trust. It's another big issue that we're facing. Should we trust the various ancestral forms of intelligence of nature, which have sustained themselves for millennia? Or should we trust only the newly developed forms of intelligence developed by mankind? What do we want to trust? own it and to own the earth and its resources. And in doing so, we lost the knowledge and the intelligence that comes with it. But it's not too late. I think in a time of acute technological intelligence and savviness, any well-educated person should know how a basic engine runs well enough to repair it if necessary. So our true intelligence today lies in our ability to go from asking how an engine works to asking how a forest naturally works or how a river naturally works. This is the leap that we need, a leap into EI. Thank you very much.